Welcome back, Wave fans. Here we go as we introduce your 7-time champions, Milwaukee Wave. As always, we begin with Wave mascot. Here he comes, Brad Beach. Welcome back, number 0, a forward from Hartford, Wisconsin, James Weber. He's in goal
from
tonight for your Milwaukee Wave.
Downtown
from
Milwaukee,
North Brunswick,
Wisconsin,
New Jersey,
it's
number 1,
MASL
Matt
Soccer
today. At defender, number 2 from Milford, Connecticut, welcome, Tyler Turner. He's a midfielder from Buffalo Grove, Illinois, number 3, Gordy Garson. He's a forward from Rio de Janeiro, number 7, Daniel Matos. A midfielder from Brazil, number 8, Luan Oliveira. At midfielder from Aurora, Illinois, number 10, Mario Alvarez.
We're super excited. Like you said, it's been a tough start to the season.
He's a defender from Milwaukee, number 11, Matthew Yang.
Ready to play here for the fans and
a defender
try and get our first win on the year.
from Neenah, Wisconsin.
Always great to
number 12,
play the home opener. Obviously, we were supposed to have one a couple of weeks ago. That didn't work out because the Baltimore Blast unable to play due to their COVID situation.
He's a midfielder from the United Kingdom.
I just got to believe, Javi,
number 14,
that finally getting a chance to play the first home match of the year is going to energize
Alex
the team.
Oh, of course.
Bradley.
In the situation that we're in, with the situation
He's a midfielder from Ecuador. Please welcome number 15, Jonathan Patar.
It's given us all the extra energy that we need.
He's a midfielder from Milwaukee, number 16, Mikey Herrera.
Meeting today is the perfect
A
time for us
forward
to start,
from
turn around.
Mexico.
Well, I know
number
it's
18,
personally been frustrating for you because
Isaac
you played the first game in Baltimore, started the
He's a defender from Holland, Michigan, number 24, Diego Bobadilla. He's a forward from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. My captain, your captain, number 26, Ian Bennett. He's a goalkeeper from Las Cruces, New Mexico. Please welcome number 32, Augie Ray. He's a defender from Brazil, number 77, his 15th season, Marcio Leite. He's a forward from Fort Collins, Colorado, number 88, Kyle Crane. Head coach of your Milwaukee Wave is Giuliano Oliviero. He's assisted by Tenzin Rampa. And ladies and gentlemen, you cannot forget the big man. He is back, ladies and gentlemen. Number 99, here he comes, Andre Haynes. Make some noise for your Milwaukee Wave. Tonight's Midwest Orthopedic Specialty Hospital Scratch Report. Not playing in today's game are number 4, Tyler Pill, number 9, Derek Huffman, number 20, Douglas Dos Santos, number 23, Daniel Chamale, number 25, Andrew Wiedebach, number 28, Victor Rada, number 70, Kevin Narajo, number 94, Tyler Bacher, and number 97, Javier Steinwalker. Your Midwest Orthopedic Specialty Hospital Scratch Report. We need Larry.
Oh, you are? Okay. Hey, guys. Come back there because we're going to pull it backwards.
Come on up. Perfect. Highway fans, it's a rough one here today. You know, first of all, it's been a couple of years since we've played here, but as you can see, next to us, the Sales family here, we lost a keystone, a cornerstone of this team in Brian Sales, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if you don't know who Brian Sales was, he was an amazing man. If you were around the man, he just made you a better person. And the thing that I'm gonna miss, the thing I will miss about Brian, and we have all the emotion. It's been over 2 years since we've been here. We come into this building, and the Sales family, they were always the first ones here. I always had that talk with Larry, and then I had a private moment with Brian each game, after and before every game. And that's what I'm going to miss, is those talks, because no matter how hard our struggle was, Brian was put through the ringer, and he didn't complain, he didn't do anything. A little bit more about Brian Sales, ladies and gentlemen. Please, I want you to pay attention to this story. Take a look.
Over the last couple of decades, players have come and gone for the Milwaukee Wave and the Milwaukee Admirals, but Brian Sales was a fixture. Now the equipment ace is gone, passing away in early February.
Our season ticket holders, and a lot of them have been with us for a really long time, say it just won't be the same without seeing Brian down there standing, you know, in the tunnel behind the bench.
You know, Brian was in his 30s when he passed away, obviously. He was still an altar boy. And most altar boys only go through high school, maybe come back later on in life and become an usher. And when you do that, you're in a job of service.
Larry Sales has been with the Wave since its inception and helped his son get started, and that's all Brian needed. Brian Sales won't be forgotten.
The smile, for sure. It never went away. And I would also say the pat on the back. He was an epic patter on the back. I mean, when you got patted on the back by Brian Sales, you knew it.
He was something special to be around. He wasn't there because he had to come with his dad. I think he was there because he had a gift. We just got lucky to be around him.
Brian Sales was 36 years old.
That, ladies and gentlemen, was Brian Sales. Larry, I know all the Wave fans, we all send prayers and love. Coming in here today, unbelievably emotional. Brian, we love, we miss you. We couldn't think of any other way to commemorate Mr. Sales. You can see the guys here, and Andre, if you'd be so kind to display your shorts. Our guys are wearing the Brian Sales patch, And now we unveil the commemorative Brian Sales Memorial Bench, ladies and gentlemen. Our love, our prayers with the Sales family. Brian, we know you're watching from above, man. We love and we miss you. Brian Sales, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Wave fans. An unbelievable moment of silence. The Comets coming out. An unbelievable showing of support. The Sales family and Mr. Brian Sales. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I ask you now to please rise and remove your caps as we honor America. Presenting the colors for today's game. Well, ladies and gentlemen, how about this? Performing our national anthem, please welcome the very talented Kayla Dudor.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And so we are just about set to go with today's Major Arena Soccer League contest between the Milwaukee Wave and the Kansas City Comets. Once again, welcome back in. Tom Wynn along with Wave forward Javi Steinwasser, greeting you along with the video flyover
Today's
here
officials
at the
are brought to you by
UW-Milwaukee
Capelli.
Panther
Capelli,
Arena
the official uniform sponsor
here
of the Major
in
Arena Soccer
downtown
League.
Milwaukee,
Today's
Wisconsin. This is
officials
actually one of two
are
games
senior
going on
referee
today
Rich
in the
Grady,
Major Arena Soccer League.
Grant
The
Lawrence, assistant
St.
referee
Louis
John
Ambush will be
Grant.
hosting the Dallas
Fourth
Sidekicks
referee is Jamie Walter.
at exactly the same
And
time
brought down the bench,
as this
Eric
one.
Brock, your
And
officials for today's
that is a
game.
rematch from last night in which the Comets, or rather the Sidekicks, pulled out a big 4-3 victory in Dallas, falling behind early 2-0 to the Ambush and rallying back to beat them. So that was the first one of the year for Dallas. Sidekicks will be here Sunday at 1 o'clock to take on the Milwaukee Wave. And again, go to MilwaukeeWave.com for tickets and information. MilwaukeeWave.com, your source for everything Wave. Kansas City, as we talked about before, they come in undefeated at 4-0. One of only 2 undefeated teams in the league. San Diego is also undefeated at 2-0. Comets 2-0 on the road, 2-0 at home. They've outscored their opponents 33-18, including outscoring the Wave 10-4 in that game the other night, Wednesday night in Kansas City, more specifically at Independence, Missouri. And for the Wave, 0-2 and 1 overtime loss, so they did get a point for the overtime loss in Baltimore. Again, the MASL changing to a hockey point type table this year, so you do get a point if you force overtime, 2 points if you win the overtime game. You get a point if you pick up a loss. So Milwaukee, although they haven't won a game yet, they do have a point. Have scored 15, lost 23. This is their first home game of the year. And again, a very touching tribute. Javi, I don't know if some of our fans watching online saw it, but the tribute to Brian Sales, our longtime equipment manager, assistant to longtime athletic trainer for the Milwaukee Wave, Larry Sales. A great tribute to Brian, who performed both duties for many years, not only for the Wave, but for the Milwaukee Admirals hockey team, which also plays here at Panther Arena. Get a look at the crowd here. Looks like a pretty nice crowd gathered here. New Year's Eve day. And should be a great game here today between the Wave and the Comets. Any specific adjustments, Javi, that you think the Wave might make coming into today's game as opposed to the other night in KC?
One of the things that we've talked about this year, and we haven't really been able to do it for 4 consecutive quarters, is defending on the front foot. One of the things that we talked about in preseason and leading up to every game that we've played so far is we don't want to sit back and absorb too much pressure. We want to get in the opponent's face, defend on the front foot, as Coach Giuliano says, to not give them time to pick their head up, make the right passes, and we really want to put them under pressure and try and have them make bad decisions to lead to turnovers with us getting on the ball.
All right, and underway here from the arena, the black turf, one of its only kind, and the goalkeeper for the Comets, Nicolanetu, finally knocking it downfield after the Wave was coming out with low pressure. Now scramble in front of the goal that Matt Perella and the Wave are defending to the left. Comets with the white jerseys, blue trunks, and they'll go right to left as we look at the action in the first period. There's a steal right there, and here he comes. LSO, Lawan, Salas, Oliveira, lays off in the far work. Andre Hain off the inboard. LSO coming through it. Couldn't quite make a condition, and unfortunately LSO is down in front of the goal mouth and clutching his right knee or his right leg. And boy, Javi, we were talking about the injury jinx here with the Wave, and just keep our fingers crossed here. Nothing bad happened with LSO.
I hope not. That's another injury we don't need, especially with Luan. He's one of the key players. He's one of the more experienced guys on the team. He's a leader. And if he goes down, we really have to dig deep tonight to try and find a solution to winning this game.
33-year-old Brazilian in his 9th indoor season, 6th with Milwaukee. Played in 105 career games, 78 goals, 59 assists. Pretty solid two-way player for the Milwaukee Wave. And you can see the medical staff checking him out down there. Ian Bennett, his longtime teammate, also going over to offer some verbal support there. So a little bit of a delay here in the first period as they tend to LSO. And up and walking off very slowly here.
Well, he's walking on it, so that's got to be a good sign.
Let's take a look at our Wisconsin Vision instant replay. It looked like a late challenge from the defender. Might have banged legs, banged shins. It was kind of hard to tell there, but again, hopefully LSO will be able to get back in there, and we are back underway. Wave with the possession, going left to right as we look at the action. Marcio under pressure will play it back for Matt Perella. Perella starting his 4th game for the Wave this year. He has played virtually every minute in the net for Milwaukee. There's Kyle Crane taking it away, and as he runs into Matt Lewis there, got an elbow up inadvertently, got him in the nose. And I know your old buddy Matt Lewis probably not too happy about that. I don't think it was intentional, but
no, nobody wants to get hit in the face. Of course, he's not going to like it, but unfortunately, it's part of the game. Referee's called the foul. We move on with it, right?
Rian Marquez getting muscled up by Alex Bradley. Marquez, like we talked about, he's a big guy, and he can be a load to defend in there. Comets knocking around out front. Here's Ray Lee. Ball get knocked back to Neto. Neto in his 3rd season as the regular goalkeeper for the Comets, and tripped up the foul's going to call against Jonathan Bachar. Bachar, a 4-year MASL veteran in his 1st season with Milwaukee. Take another look there as Neto dribbling around him, and Jonathan catching him a bit there.
You know, even though it's a foul, that's the type of pressure that I think Coach Giuliano wants to see. The going and applying pressure to him, making him have to try and beat him on the dribble, as opposed to having the easy option to go just find the next pass.
Perella able to clear it out with a bit of traffic there, but the Comets keep it in. Now this one put in off the end board. Bennett will track it down on the far side as he gets chased over there. That's, let's say, Tatsani, number 9. Takeaway here, and a shot just wide. McQuagan coming in just wide to the far post. So the Wave able to
Comets foul number
avoid
31, Christian Andreos, his 1st.
As foul was called on Kansas City.
Delay of game warning.
Avoid falling behind right there.
Still Wave ball.
Matty Yang will play it in. Stuart Grable, the Neenah, Wisconsin native, drops it off now as Bennett plays up ahead for Andre Hain. Andre drives it! Shot of the goal!
Welcome back, Andre. What a strike that was.
Big time conversion by Andre Hain, and look at Andre, he is fired up, and Milwaukee leads it 1-0. Should be Ian Bennett with the assist, who played it ahead to him, and as you said, Javi, just a great finish here.
Do I need to forget
Clinical.
every game?
It was unreal from Andre. He got the ball, he held it up, realized there was no pressure on his back. The defender was there, but he was giving him space to turn. Takes it to the outside, gets his head up, and picks out the bottom corner on the back post. That's a phenomenal finish from the big man there.
2:44 the time of the score. And the Wave jumping out to the 1-0 lead over the Kansas City Comets. Well, Milwaukee went up 2-0 over the Comets in Wednesday night's contest before Kansas City came roaring back. Hopefully for Wave Nation they can play from in front the rest of the night, but of course we've got a long way to go in this one. There's Ray Lee, the former St. Louis University Pelican, number 3 for the Comets. So Milwaukee bringing up its 16th goal of the year against 23. Kansas City yielding its 19th. They've scored 33, which tops the MASL. There's a look at Lucas Sosa, number 7. No relation to John Sosa, number 19, the veteran defender. Rolling one in that time is James Togba.
Milwaukee Wave.
Cleared out of bounds, but unfortunately it did not hit turf, glass, or boards. And we talked about Perella. That actually looks like Augie Ray, who's in the nets tonight for Milwaukee. Nice,
yeah, it's going to be his first start for the year. He's, I think he's hoping he can put up a performance to give Giuliano a second thought about who's going to start.
Well, he came on late in the game to get some time at Kansas City the other night. And so he is back in there today. Perella, the veteran out of Rider University, had started the first three. Here's Andre Hain, who's already opened up the scoring today. Pretty good ball handling there as Alex Bradley tracks back to help him out. And now here come the Comets back. Good challenge at midfield. Leite taken away. Here's Marcio coming right back. Got around one defender. And we got a tripping foul.
Comets
From
foul!
behind. I think they're going to get Togba on that. Let's double check on the foul.
That's number 33.
Yeah, it was James Togba. In the MASL, you get 3 personal fouls in each half. On your 4th, that becomes a blue card. And the opposition goes on the power play. So a lot of times you'll see coaches sit down as Leite takes a drive from way out. Nice save there by Neto. Ball sent back into the rebound. Neto able to get it. But I was going to say, Javi, a lot of times you'll see the coaches will sit down somebody with 3 fouls, especially if you've still got more than a minute or so to go in the first half, to try and prevent that picking up that 4th foul.
Oh yeah, especially early in a game, nobody wants to give up a power play. That's I think that's been one of our problems this year, is we've been giving up power plays that are preventable. I think we've had 1 6-man penalty in the last 3 games we played, and having 6 men on the field, that's something that's very preventable. And I think mentally we just got to stay checked in and can't check out in those moments in order to prevent giving up the power plays.
Rian Marquez across the middle. Nice hand there by Augie Ray to deflect away. Lewis tried to keep the zone. Ian Bennett running past him, but Lewis able to regroup and knock it away. Back to Neto. And now they send it forward, and now it's going to be 3-2 Comets coming the other way. As Marquez tried to make a move. Good poke away to the defender. I think that might have been Mario Alvarez stepping up to make the play. Marquez with it back in the corner. There you go. Look at Rian Marquez. He had a couple of goals and assists the other night. And Alvarez going to be called for the foul. Mario Alvarez, second season with the Wave, is 4th in this league. From Western Illinois University, a former Leatherneck. Mario Alvarez. This one sent around to the near side. As they scrap for it there, Jonathan Pachar, who used to be teammates with Alvarez one time with the old Cedar Rapids Rampage. But the Comets cleared back downfield for Neto. And he launches up above the glass. So goalkeeper distribution coming for Milwaukee. So Augie Ray getting his first start. Augustin Ray, 6 foot, 190 pounder, who played his college soccer at UW-Milwaukee. Originally from Las Cruces, New Mexico, went to Casa Grande Union and Yavapai High Schools down in New Mexico. And there's his counterpart, Nicola Neto, Brazilian native who attended Columbia University in Missouri. That foul was on Andre Hain. Andre, as I said, also a Brazilian native. Played his college ball at Lindenwood, just outside of St. Louis.
Just Live, a suicide prevention and health advocacy organization.
Rolled in. Augie Ray there to get it. So Ray, who made his debut for the Wave at the tail end of the game in Kansas City the other night, gets the start today in the Nets. Well, at least Javi, he did have a chance to get in there for a few minutes the other night, so hopefully that's going to maybe break the ice a little bit coming into today's game.
Well, I was talking to Augie before the game, and the moment he found out that he was going to start tonight, he was buzzing. He was super excited. He wasn't happy with the game the other night, but he was, like you said, he did feel like he had the ice broken. He got the first minutes out of the way, and he was super excited to get the start in this one.
So we'll see how it goes today for the young man out of Las Cruces, New Mexico. Here's a takeaway here. Ray Lee trying to get to the line. Cut off by Bradley. Milwaukee on the counter. 3-on-2 if they hurry. As changing up on the play. Now here comes LSO off the bench. Good to see Luan back in there. And to Bradley, knocked down, rebound, follow! Bennett with a follow. Just missing. Oh, a couple great chances there for the Wave, but unlucky they did not convert. Credit Neto with at least one good save in that sequence. But great counterattack by the Wave. Now stepping here at the top of the area. Bradley with it. Alex trying to slot it off to the right. And it was broken up, and the Comets get it back. Wow, and another great save there by Neto. Wave knocking on the door here. And unfortunately, have not been able to add on to that 2-0 lead. What a sequence there, though, Javi.
Yeah, I mean, these are the opportunities that I think we've been creating throughout a lot of the year. We got to start putting them away. We had 3 shots there, and I think being inside the box, we got to be able to finish one of those.
KC puts in, but the Wave takes it away.
Another great save from Neto.
Neto able to kick that one away from Ian Bennett. Neto actually had 3 saves in that prior sequence, and they were all outstanding. He stopped Bradley twice and then stopped Ian Bennett. The Wave's leading goal scorer was 7 coming in. Ian is second in the league to Ontario's Frank Teyu, who has 9.
Number 9.
Well, Ian's finishing is just it's almost natural for him. You know, you see him in practice, and he's just a natural finisher. It doesn't matter what position you put him in. He always knows where to put it to where the goalkeeper can't necessarily save it. And he's one of those guys that he works on it every day in training. You know, so he's one of the hardest working guys on the team, even though he's one of the vets.
Wave trying to pressure again. Kyle Crane with it. Crane with a deflected shot wide. Neto can't get it. Off the inboard in the middle. Crane badly needs to get called for a foul.
And a Wave handball.
So Milwaukee again buzzing the net, but credit Neto with just some outstanding work. He's had about 4 or 5 saves here in the last couple of minutes.
Bar the goal from Andre, he's been a brick wall. He just seems to know where everything is going at the moment. He's putting himself in all the right positions. He's staying big. He's not going down to his feet too much. And he's making all the saves he needs to keep St. Louis in the game right now.
By the way,
KC.
I stand corrected. I said that as Bennett tried to set, I think it was LSO off the inboard that time, couldn't quite convert. Leo Gibson's actually league second lead goal scorer with 8. Leo, the Comets point leader with 14, 8 goals, 6 assists. And he's number 2 in the league goal scoring wise behind Frank Teyu with 9 for Ontario. And then you've got Ian Bennett with 7 in the number 3 slot. But you can always count on Ian to be among the league's leading goal scorers. Rian Marquez got called for the foul there. That's his first. Here's LSO backing up. He'll lead it for Augie Ray. And unfortunately for Augie, he knocks it into the stands. That'll bring us to our first break in the period. So we will step out for a moment. 4:47 left to go here in the first period. It is Milwaukee 1, Kansas City 0. This is MASL Soccer on MASL TV.
Hey, Van, I'm here in section 222 showing off the brand new Wave Design t-shirt. Adult sizes on sale at the team store for $22. You can find this shirt and all kinds of other Wave merchandise in the official team store just outside of section 228. Van, back to you.
Thank you, Doreen. Thank you to the girls that are pushing each other into the picture, too. Go check out the merch store. There is a lot of neat stuff over there.
Frame and lenses.
The team merch store.
See more life.
All right, we are back.
Major Arena Soccer League.
Wave and the Kansas City Comets here today in the annual New Year's Eve Day Spectacular. Wave is
Catch the
played
latest episode each Friday.
just about every day on New Year's Eve Day, traditionally, throughout their 37-season existence. Of course, there was no season a year ago for Milwaukee as they set out due to the COVID pandemic. The Comets actually did play in the abbreviated season. 7 of the teams in the MASL actually participated.
Visit the Wisconsin Lottery's
which
website,
was
WILottery.com,
outstanding just to keep a season going, but
on the latest.
it was an abbreviated season due to the pandemic and the fact there was only 17 participated. The San Diego Sockers ended up winning the championship. All right, restart coming for the Comets as we come back to the action. They trail it 1-0. John Sosa on the ball. Sosa, a very good distributor from this situation, plays it off far side. Ball was sort of mishit there. Off target. Kansas City gets it back. Good play there by Oliveira to take it away from Gibson. And Milwaukee will try to start it back up. Pachar able to extricate himself from a couple of defenders, Leo Gibson and Ray Lee. And Jonathan, well done to keep the possession there. Sent long over the top, walking in, Andre Hayne, and shot at a goal! Oh, great finish by Andre. Beautiful pass over the top. I think it was Marcio with the assist. Andre's got his second of the game, and Milwaukee leads it 2-0.
What a way to come back for Andre. He's been looking forward to this game ever since the start of the season. In preseason, this is the one he was talking about. Unfortunately, he got hurt in the first game, but he's been working hard to get back, and I think it's all that hard work is finally showing.
Beautiful ball by Leite from the back. The defender, Lucas Sosa, looking like a defensive back. We didn't quite judge it that well, but great ball from Leite, and what a strike by Andre Hayne. And he's got them both so far. This one coming at 10:41 of the second period to go along with his first goal at 2:44. The first 2 goals of the year for Andre Hayne. Ian Bennett had the assist on the first, and Marcio Leite with the assist there. That's Marcio's 6th assist of the year to account for all his points. And 2-0 lead for Milwaukee. Flores, near side, Adam James with a shot that's wide left, deflected out. And the Wave will push upfield. Here's Alvarez, able to get around the defender. Mario Alvarez walking in, shot save, Neto, rebound follow. Ooh, Neto pretty close to handling that outside the box, but apparently not. The foul going to call him Alvarez. Boy, great job by Mario to get past the defense at midfield and come in with a shot. Take a look one more time at our Wisconsin Vision instant replay. And I will say this, Javi, it doesn't look like it's going to be easy to put a lot of shots past Neto right now. He is doing a heck of a job stopping some shots.
Yeah, he's been great for KC so far. He's really going to put a task on the Wave to try and get by him.
Andre's the only guy that has been able to solve the Nicola Neto riddle at this stage, but that's good enough for now with a 2-0 lead. But boy, I'll tell you, except for some of the great work by Neto up to this point, Milwaukee could easily have another couple of goals.
Remember what to do, Wave fans? Remember?
Near corner, boy, Johnny Sosa was mad that there was no foul called, and then in a retaliatory sense, he just took a big swing in the middle with his leg, and I think it looked like he nailed Machar. There's Rich Grady, the lead official for today's contest. You could see Sosa was upset that there wasn't a previous foul called as they were scrapping for it up against the near board. Check this out one more time. All right, he's in there. Well, he thought he was fouled there. And you see Matty Yang coming in there. Now watch that.
Oh, he's got a headlock on him.
Your
Yeah, doesn't matter whether it's indoor or outdoor soccer. That's something you can't do.
There's Johnny Sosa. He will cool off in the box. First blue card of today's match. And it comes at 12:20. Alvarez rolls it in far post. Wave hasn't had a lot of power plays this year, but they are 2 for 2. So clicking at 100%. Hopefully that trend will continue. Comets have not been
90 seconds in the power play.
tremendously great at penalty killing, but they have managed to stave off 5 of 12, 41.7%, which actually, when you look at the league standard of power play conversions, up around 60% here early in the season, that 41% penalty killing isn't too bad. Alvarez trying to work it around. Had it knocked away by Togba, but he will get it back from Leite. LSO with the touch there. As they get it to Bradley. Leite being challenged there. And the shot is blocked, came back out to midfield. Alvarez will track it down. Alvarez, Bradley, Leite, Bennett, and LSO. Here comes Leite off the inboard in front. Bennett with a little leaping effort. Barely got a touch on it. Neto clears. Alvarez will get it back. Mario will roll one into the far corner. Bennett will back up to receive it. LSO cranks it up, shot, and a goal. Oh, Luan!
3 world-class goals today from the Wave.
A laser to the top left corner. Power play goal for Milwaukee. And they lead it 3-0. So the Wave, which was victimized by a couple of Kansas City power plays the other night, able to return the favor here. As Luan ranks this one home on the assist from Ian Bennett. Right where you put the return postage, Javi. There are not too many goalkeepers that could stop that one.
I mean, Neto's had a great game today, but that's a special shot right there. And all 3 goals that the Wave have scored have been special. And unfortunately, I don't know there's much more Neto can do on that one.
13:39, the time of the goal for LSO. As he gets his 3rd of the season. Ian Bennett with his 2nd assist. Ian, normally not known as a great playmaker, but he's got a couple of helpers already here today to go along with 7 goals on the year, so he tops the Wave with 9 points on the scoring chart. Wave took a 1-0 lead into the 2nd period. They've tacked on 2 more so far here. Trying to see perhaps if they can get another. Pachar fires one in, saved Neto. Rebound. It's just poked away. Troy Turner going to track that one down.
30 seconds.
Marquez able to get it back for KC. Shot, and that one might have beaten Augie Ray, but Diego Bobadilla right behind him to back him up.
What a block.
Boy, Diego in the right spot at the right time there to head that one away.
Comets ball from the corner.
Corner kick for the Comets. Sosa looking, chips it out. Gibson slipped as he tried to take a volley on that one.
15.
Dug out by Bobadilla. Diego cut off at midfield. But Milwaukee will send it forward. Neto clears. Now possibly a chance. Shot just wide. And that will do it for the first half.
At the end of one, it is so good to be back. It's the
Said first half, first quarter.
More Milwaukee.
Well, you know, it's been a while, fans.
Coming up live.
673 days to be exact. All right, great first quarter for Milwaukee. They tack on 3, and there's Augie Ray, who along with the Wave defense is able to keep Kansas City off the board so far. We'll come back with the second quarter. It's Milwaukee 3, Kansas City 0. This is Wave Soccer on MASL TV.
All right, Doreen.
All right. This is Charlie. Charlie, how old are you?
9.
She's from New Berlin. She's here with her friend Lexi for her birthday. Happy birthday, Lexi. All right, now the game we're going to play here is this is a skeleton, and there are skeleton bones all around you. You're going to grab them one at a time and try and make a complete skeleton in 60 seconds. Do you think you can do it?
I don't know.
Oh, I bet you can. We'll cheer you on. On your marks, get set, and go.
Go, here we go. She's got to put the skeleton together. Brought to you by our friends at Midwest Orthopedic Specialty Hospital.
Oh, she knows what she's doing.
Where are the other pieces?
I don't know. All over the place.
You got to do it in a certain amount of time. Oh, man. She didn't think she was going to be doing this much running today. Got about 30 seconds here to go.
I think so.
All right, sweetie, there we go.
Here we go. Couple, Brad's helping.
Brad
her.
Beach is
No,
helping.
no,
Oh, no,
I
Brad.
think
15 seconds to go. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
Give him some legs.
3, 2, 1. All right.
Oh, that looks almost a 10.
Brad, nice
Is that
attempt.
correct?
How about a nice round of applause? She's
Look
a
at-
winner anyway, courtesy of Midwest Orthopedic Specialty Hospital. Thanks, sweetie.
You did great. That looks just like Brad's skeleton.
Yep. Underway with second period action here from Panther Arena in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Second
3-0
quarter
Wave.
underway.
Milwaukee in the black uniforms going right to left. Andre Hain trying to send it across. He was looking for Ian Bennett on a run down the middle. Couldn't make the connection. Steps up to keep the zone though as he dispossesses James Togba momentarily. Stuart Grable will keep it alive. Now Bennett trying to turn and slide one across. Knocked down. Ian trying to get it back and he is tripped down by James Togba. Once again, Ian looking very active here today.
Comets foul, number 33, James Togba, his second. Milwaukee Wave ball, and here we go.
There's Togba.
Look like it's going to be number 26.
And Marcia ready to put it in. Wave is going to take an early timeout. So early timeout here by Giuliano Oliviero to start the second quarter, just 30 seconds in. And I would think, Javi, that either he or assistant coach Tenzin Rampa have got a play designed just for this restart spot.
Well, I would think so, taking the timeout this early into the second quarter. Going up 4-0 this early, it could definitely put a lot of pressure on KC to try and get back into this game. Last game when we went down by 4, you could see in our reaction it probably wasn't the right one, but it mentally, when you're in the game like that, it just you slowly start to lose hope as time ticks away, you know? So I think if we can put 4 up, yeah, there's still a lot of time left in the game, but that's also a lot of time for us to continue to score, as well as time for KC to still get back into it.
But no question about it, if you're Kansas City, a lot of pressure defensively here, right here, already down 3-0. And yes, there's plenty of game left, and they have plenty of firepower. But not a lot of teams statistically. You look at the statistical samples, and when you're down 4-0 in a game, not too many times you're going to come back and win just by the probability of it. So this could be a big sequence right here. I mentioned we've got one of the game going on in the Major Arena Soccer League today. Sidekicks in the ambush in St. Louis, and Dallas jumping out to a 2-0 lead in that one. Ian Bennett curling one just wide. Tried to see if he could stick one right where the postage stamps goes. Couldn't get it, and foul going to be called in the aftermath at LSO. He and Andre Hain both whacking away there against Matt Lewis. See, Luan wasn't too happy with the call, but clearly Lewis got knocked down. Take your choice, either by Hain or LSO. And got a foul coming up the field. So Jonathan Pachar got called for a foul as Kansas City brought it back up. Marquez in the post. Seen Alex Bradley marking up on Marquez here in the first half somewhat. And again, Alex normally a forward, but he's a big, strong guy back there. And at least for this game, Javi, looks like he's been playing a bit in the back.
I think they want that the thought process there is trying to use Alex's size to match up in the back with the size of KC. And here's an opportunity. Goes just wide. Augie Ray gets a touch, and it's cleared by Mario.
Marquez took it away and had a great chance there. Bradley moves over to Kyle Crane. Kyle had a pair of goals the other night. Draws one off the frame. Oh. The man from the North Shore, Kyle Crane. There you get a look at Kyle. He is a very strapping young man. You talk about big guys, Javi. I can't imagine that the specter of marking Kyle Crane in practice appeals to a lot of guys on the way.
Oh, I've had to do it a couple times, and I can tell you what, he is one tough guy to deal with. He's got size and he knows how to use it. If you can allow the ball into his feet and he gets it, you just got to defend what he's going to try and do next, because you're not going to be able to stick your leg around and win it off of him, because he's just too strong, he's too big, and he's smart enough to know how to use his body.
Made his debut for the Wave the other night. KC scored a couple of goals. Turner with a nice touch as it deflects back out. Now Matty Yang checks it down in midfield, playing off the check to get it forward. Nice job there by Matty. Here's a shot out front by Alvarez that's blocked, and we got a man down for the Comets. What good challenge there by Yang at midfield to keep the possession, as he was in a collision there with Henry Ramirez, and Henry, you see, is down and in some pain, and hopefully going to be okay. Well, there's no question these two longtime rivals, Javi, playing for the 116th time or in the history of Kansas City professional indoor soccer since the Attack started playing there back in the 90s. Of course, you have the original Comets from the original MISL, but since Milwaukee and Kansas City have been rivals in professional indoor soccer, which dates back to the 1991-92 season, they have played 115 previous times. Wave, and that includes playoffs, Waves with a 69-46 lead in the all-time series. And there's Kyle Crane's brother in the stands coming to today's game. No, just kidding. But quite a rivalry that's built up between these teams. I like to call it the most intense rivalry in indoor soccer. The teams have certainly played more games against each other over the years. And
all right, as the trainers are...
Well, we're going to take a timeout here, so 12:49 left to go in the first half. Wave 3, Kansas City nothing. This is Wave Soccer on MASL TV.
Here in the second quarter. It's the Wave 3 and the Comets 0.
Okay, so I was going to say, it's, you know.
Let's check in with Doreen.
I was going to say intense. It's an intense rivalry, obviously.
Yeah, I was going to comment. I was just waiting for the right time.
Very special day today with me is Alex.
Yeah, I mean, we've certainly had our battles over the years.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
You know, guys, there's been a lot of change up for both
Alex,
teams
how old
since
are you?
the last full season, but no question, you get a few
Who do you
guys.
play for?
I'm sure, right?
Yeah.
You came here today to celebrate your birthday with
Still want to take
Milwaukee
their
Wave.
shots at each other. This,
Well, we
sure.
thank you, and we thank all the fans. You can celebrate your birthday here at the Milwaukee Wave.
A-Rod's at the game today.
Just go to MilwaukeeWave.com
doesn't look like
to
it.
find out all the details.
Where's
Where
J-Lo?
else would you want to spend your birthday, right, Brad? Back to you, Van.
All right, thank you, Doreen. Happy birthday, Alex. And to everybody that is celebrating here today.
Okay, we take a look at all the groups and birthdays here today at UW-Milwaukee Panther Arena. Home opener for the 21-22 season for the Milwaukee Wave. And this is their 37th home opener all time. Wave is 25-11 in home openers. This is also the latest home opener in Wave history, playing on New Year's Eve Day. And this is the 28th game in Wave history on New Year's Eve Day. They have played every single year on New Year's Eve Day
Wave fans,
since the 97-98 season. Had pretty good success going 19-8 on New Year's Eve Day. So hopefully they can keep the trend going. They actually have a 4-game winning streak on New Year's Eve Day. Last playing the Mesquite Outlaws here in the 2019-20 season, a 6-3 victory over Mesquite. So definitely liking the trends for the Wave in both home openers and for New Year's Eve Day. Milwaukee losing its season opener on the road this year in Baltimore. That heartbreaking 6-5 overtime setback in Baltimore as a delay of game warning now going to be issued against the Comets. I thought it was the Comets. But
another warning for the Comets. That's for 7.
So that is a delay game warning against Comets with the foul was against Milwaukee. But Milwaukee all time now in season openers. Again, this is the 37th season for the Wave. 23-14. So still pretty good record on opening day, even though they suffered that tough overtime loss in Baltimore this year. How'd you like CQ Arena, by the way, Javi?
It was different. Baltimore was a bit smaller than what I'm used to playing on. In the 2 weeks I was in preseason with the Wave.
Marcus touches it back. Shot save, Ray, but the rebound follow. And that is a goal. Kyle McClacken gets Kansas City on the board. 3-1. Well, Augie Ray making a great stop initially, but unfortunately for him and the Wave, the rebound came right back to McClacken. McClacken, a legacy player. His dad actually played for the original Kansas City Comets a few years ago. Nice layback by Marquez with a couple of defenders on him to set up McClacken for the first shot. Now watch this, Augie Ray with a great save, but unfortunately for him, it bounced right back to McClacken. He scores at 2:54 in the second period.
That's unfortunate because I think Augie's had a good game so far. He hasn't made too many mistakes. He's just been doing what he needs to do and been taking care of his role. And unfortunately there, it just takes a bad bounce and goes right back to McLaughlin.
So McClacken with his second goal of the year should be unassisted at 2:54. And just like that, Comets on the board. They draw first blood here in the second period. Alvarez ridden off the ball, and Mario thought he might have been fouled on the play, but they called the foul on him.
That's Mario's third.
So Wednesday night, Comets battled back from an early 2-0 deficit to eventually win 10-4. Today they're trying to come back from an early 3-0 deficit. Foul going to be called on Jonathan Bachar, and you got Nacho Flores that time.
Wait, foul number 15.
There you see Jonathan. And I don't know, Jonathan, maybe he's, a really sweet guy off the field, but I'll tell you, Javi, that look that he has when he's playing leaves no doubt about his intensity.
It's very deceiving. When I first met him, he gave off the same vibe to me, but the more I got to know him, he's a really nice guy. He wants to work hard and give his all for the team. And he's got a little bit of experience.
Oh, what a save
What a
there
left foot there.
by Neto. Yeah, great shot that time. Bachar had it measured, and a great save by Neto. And boy, Nicola Neto, how many times already in his first half has he come up big for Kansas City? Crane trying to keep it alive. Kyle trying to muscle his way past. And Neto eventually covering up. My goodness, he looked like a linebacker trying to drive on a fumble that time. Check this out.
Kyle Crane's a big, big boy. Look at him. He knows how to use his size, and that's a perfect example of it right there.
So, looks like everybody came out of that one okay. That was more rugby-like than soccer-like down there. There's a long drive by Tetsani that ends up above the goal. Well, Augie Ray so far hanging in there pretty well. Making his first start for the Wave. Tetsani going to get called for the foul as he drags down LSO. Of quickly back in, but taken away by the Comets. Good hustle back, however, as looked like Matty Yang got back there to regain the possession for Milwaukee. Matty, a Milwaukee native, went to Hamilton High School, then went on to play UW-Parkside, take away Lewis. 3-on-1, and they will score as a pass comes back to the right wing, and Milwaukee native Mike Da Silva finishes it off with his first goal of the year in 4 appearances. Nice counter there by the Comets, and they have back-to-back goals here early in the second period. It's now 3-2 as we check it out on the Wisconsin Vision Instant Replay. Good dish by Lewis to Christian Anderos, and he set up Da Silva for the easy tap-in at the post. Time of the goal at 4:58. Da Silva, who has trained with the Wave, played in Baltimore, now with Kansas City, and he gets the goal. Anderos with his first point of the year, as the Brazilian able to set it up, but Javi, in that play, really credit Matt Lewis. He stepped up to make the interception and start the break, and it was executed perfectly by the Comets.
Knowing Matt, he read that play the entire way. That's why he was able to get not only get the jump on the ball, but then create the separation, because he knew exactly what he was going to do with it. He takes a small touch, try and bait in our Wave player before ditching into Andros, and that's just the quality Matt has. He's a phenomenal player. Playing with him, he's probably one of the best defenders I've ever played with, and he's a great guy off the field, but on the field, I think he's even better, because his characteristics off the field can definitely carry over onto the field. And playing with him in Detroit the last year, he truly helped me, break me into the professional game, and I still look up to him as one of the guys, because he's got experience, he knows what he's doing, and he's just kind of like the model that younger players have got to look up to.
Javi teammates with Matt Lewis with the Detroit City FC, which now moving up to the USL. So kudos to that organization. They've done a nice job there since forming a few years back, and carrying the torch for professional outdoor soccer in Detroit. All right, Wave with it as Augie Ray chips one up into the stands, but at least he was beyond the line, so it'll be a kick in for Ray Lee and the Comets. Matt Lewis playing his college soccer in Fordham for the Fordham Rams. Kansas City native originally. Here's a takeaway here. Bennett on the far wing. Andre Hain fires it in. Good save by Neto as he cut off the angle. Andre battling over there with Nacho Flores. Touches it back, LSL. Now trying to square up against Rian Marquez. A couple of Brazilians facing up. Moves it across. Marcio Leite trying to get around Sosa. Marcio fires a shot in, deflects. Hain battling for it, but Lucas Sousa will come away with it for the Kansas City Comets. So KC now is able to get the momentum after scoring the last 2 goals. Oh, nice play there by Flores to get away from a would-be defender, Adam James. Off the inboard across far side, and the sliding attempt up and over. Good ball there, as I think it was McClacken again was trying to pounce on that for another goal-scoring opportunity, as looks like Kyle Crane getting called for the foul.
Foul number 88, Kyle Crane, his third.
He's batting Ray Lee and wrapped him up. Foul is called, so that's the third on Kyle. He's got to be careful now. You're only allowed 3 in each half. On your 4th, your team will give up a power play. Late foul there going to be called.
Number 16, Mikey Herrera.
It's Mikey Herrera. Mikey, there you get a look at him, just 20 years old, Milwaukee native, played his high school ball at Marquette High, and basically came right out of high school to the pros, which is not the easiest transition. I know Troy Turner did that, coming out of Milford, Connecticut, to become a pro. He was barely 18 when he debuted for Orlando City in their first year back in 2014 in MLS. Almost midway here through the second period. Wave getting goals from Andre Hain, who scored the first two, and then LSO to make it 3-0 as that shot just misses up high. Herrera trying to sprint back upfield, has it deflected away. Wave keeps it going forward. And as the Comets try to track it down, we get a foul called by KC. Gordy Gerson getting a chance to get on the field today. Mike De Silva actually got called for the foul. And that was another delay of game warning, I guess, against Kansas City. And they had been, since they've been warned before, they're going to take a penalty here. Well, maybe not. Rich Grady came over to talk things over with the officials in the box. So,
no card issued there?
No card issued there. Good job by the officials to sort it out. And a break for Kansas City, obviously. Johnny Sosa gives it thumbs up, so we'll have to assume that Kansas City is okay with it. Nice crowd gathered here today for the Waves home opener. Latest home opener in Wave history. But again, they had one originally scheduled on December 18th against the Baltimore Blast, and unfortunately, Baltimore could not make it due to COVID issues. Baltimore was actually scheduled to play Kansas City the next day on that same road trip, December 19th in Independence, as Ray could not get the handle on that, and it is muscled in by Ryan Marquez, and we have a tie game. Unlucky for Augie Ray and the Wave. Traffic in front of the goal. Let's check it out one more time on the Wisconsin Vision Instant Replay. Marquez heads it up, and yeah, Augie just never could really get control of it, and Marquez stayed with it. He had the defender Turner there, but as we talked about, Javi, you know, when you're battling a guy like Ryan Marquez, he's a big, strong guy in there, and just not the easiest to displace him position-wise.
Yeah, you said it. He's a big guy. He looks like he knows how to use his body just like he did there to put himself into dangerous areas, to know where to battle. And I think he got a fortunate bounce there, coming off of, I think it was Tyler Turner or Augie, and he's able to put in the easy tap in.
Third goal of the year for Marquez, all against the Wave. Should be another unassisted tally for KC. Nice takeaway here as Bobadilla steps up. Diego Bobadilla, the Midland, Michigan native, played his college soccer at Cornerstone University in Grand Rapids. You guys ever play against Cornerstone when you were at the University of Indianapolis?
No, I didn't get the opportunity to. I think the only team from the only two teams I played from the GLIAC area were Saginaw and Northwood University.
Yep. Ooh, that one just a bit wide. Nice attempt that time. Lucas Sosa trying to curl one into the far post. And on the rebound, we got an eventual foul called. Anyway, there was some discussion in the MASL that Baltimore may have to forfeit those two games on the 18th and 19th at Milwaukee and KC respectively, but the league is still sorting it out. So we'll update you. Go to maslsoccer.com to keep up with all the news. And that's your go-to website, as Falcon had called on LSO as he was trying to track down Adam James over there. maslsoccer.com. Shot knocked down in the middle, deflected out. And unlucky for Matty Yang and the Wave, they're going to say was not a deflection, it was a clearance without turf class or board. So restart top of the arc, KC, and good chance here for the Comets. You see head coach Giuliano Oliviero looking on, assistant Tenzin Rampa, Kyle Crane, and then Jim Larkin, the goalkeeper coach, who I'm sure is very interested to see how Augie Ray can finish up today's game. Not off to a bad start. Makes a nice save there. That was a good blast out high. Taken by Lucas Sousa. He's come close a couple of times here as of late. And Augie just got a couple of fingertips on that to deflect on. Rian Marquez got called for the foul. There's that drive by Sousa. That was on target, and a nice save there by Augie. Now, Augie Ray certainly has the size to be an imposing goalkeeper in this league. List him at 6'1", 190. He looks bigger than that in real life.
Yeah, I wouldn't guess that that's only how big he is, because he, like you said, he's got an imposing stature to him. He looks bigger, he's intimidating, especially when he's standing in goal. He makes that goal look really, really small in training.
He doesn't give you a lot of space to shoot it, I'm thinking, Javi, when he's moving out from that net.
No, especially when he comes out. He cuts corners, or cuts a lot of angles off really well.
Well, we got a whistle and a card, and I believe Sir Alex is headed to the penalty box. Togba coming down and met by Bradley, and Alex is certainly nobody who's going to yield a lot of space out there. And unfortunately, he's going to have to go. Second penalty of the contest, first against Milwaukee, and it comes at 10:34 of the second period. So Bradley will go for boarding. KC on the power play. Kansas City with their 14th power play of the year. They're 7 for 13 at 53.8%. Looped over the top. And a nice job to head off the ball. I think it was Stuart Grable got the noggin on that one. Wave, as far as penalty killing, they've struggled. They have only killed off 2 of 7 for 29%. And could really use a penalty kill here right now to keep the score tied up at 3. Ian Bennett now shorthanded. Got around one man. Ian still trying to get past Sosa. But Sosa able to ward him off with that considerable lower body that he's got there. Johnny may not be the most athletic looking guy, but I'll tell you, he's a heck of a player, and he certainly knows how to use his body out there. Off the inboard, and that ball not dangerous. Augie Ray scoops it up. So not a good power play possession there for the Comets on that particular sequence, but they'll get another chance right now. Still 55 seconds to go with a man advantage. Sosa, the quarterback of the power play. They move it around the perimeter. You got Gibson to the near side as Lucas Sousa with the shot broken up. LSO with it. LSO trying to work his way through traffic. Nice job there. LSO still going with Sousa chasing, and a shot saved by Neto. Boy, great run there by Luan Salas Oliveira, shorthanded. Still 25 seconds, man advantage, Kansas City. Nacho Flores now has come on to the right point as Gibson has it. Up for Ray Lee. Lee, a left footer. You're going to really overplay him on the left side. And good job there initially by Leite to knock it away. Comets try to reload. Less than 10 to go. Gibson straight away. He'll shoot it. A save! Diving save by Augie Ray. Sent back in. The penalty has expired, but the Comets keep the zone. They move it across. Shot just wide. Oh, Marquez had a good look at it with the left foot, top of the box, and unlucky for him, he skewed it wide left. And the rebound, collision there between him and Bradley. Boy, Alex is throwing his body around out there today. Third foul on Marquez, by the way, so he's got to be careful not to pick one up here before the end of the half. In for Hain, knocked away. Neto, nice job to touch it away. Comets trying to move it up to midfield. Mikey Herrera steps in. Good sliding effort there by Mikey. Now back to Neto. He'll move it up on the far wing. Wave will continue the homestand this upcoming Sunday, January 2nd. 1 o'clock kickoff right here at Panther Arena against the Dallas Sidekicks. Good battle between a couple of Central Division rivals. You can be here. Order your tickets online at MilwaukeeWave.com. Remember, the Packers don't play till 7 o'clock Sunday night when they host the Vikings at a sure-to-be balmy Lambeau Field. So you got plenty of time. Come out here, check out the game, and then check out the Packers later on. Milwaukee coming back. Mikey Herrera with it. Mikey getting a chance to get in the lineup today. And he's done some good things. Gerson will play it back for Herrera as we click down with less than a minute to go. There's Troy Turner making his debut for Milwaukee today. His home debut for Milwaukee. Marcio looking far wing. He was trying to find Bobadilla at the far post. Couldn't get it. Back they come, Adam James. Chased by Leite. Rolls one in wide right. Rebound follows. Sent across. Deflected. And Turner able to clear it out from the net after the keeper, Augie Ray, got a hand in there somehow. 30 and a half seconds left to go. There you see Augie again, the former Milwaukee Panther. Togba. Challenged by Bobadilla. He rolls it in. Ray has it. Time perhaps for one more possession for the Wave. Herrera tracking it down in front of Togba. Plays it back out, and that's going to do it for the first half. So a spirited first half. Wave scoring all 3 goals in the first period. Kansas City bouncing back with their 3 in the second. And as they go to the locker room at halftime, we got a 3-3 game. And we will keep it right here. Try to see if we're going to track down Coach Oliviero perhaps for a halftime interview. Augie Ray getting some fist pumps there on the sideline. And nice job by Augie here, making his first start of the season. So we're going to be standing by for Coach Oliviero. Van McNeil will be down there talking to him field side. And let's send it down to Van McNeil.
Hospital Coach's Corner. Coach Oliviero, it's great to be back here, isn't it? Back at home?
It's really unbelievable. I mean, the tribute to Brian Sales and the Sales family in general. Just walking into the arena, seeing the black turf, opportunity to play in front of our fans, best fans in the league. Happy holidays, happy New Year to everyone here.
What's our message to the guys here? We started out strong, let KC back in, we got ourselves a match. What's up?
We came out with great energy, kind of suffocated them a little bit, and it's indoor soccer. It's a game of runs, and we went on a run, they went on a run. I just think we need to find that healthy balance of when to go and just when to keep the ball and keep our legs going.
Yeah, and a little bit of a learning curve here with these young guys, these young new guys, which are already showing some pretty good force here.
Just some great young players, and they're learning the system, and they're learning the indoor game, to be honest with you, and we're learning how to play as a team, and now we got to learn how to win.
All right, we'll let you get back there. Head coach Giuliano Oliviero, your Midwest Orthopedic Specialty Hospital Coach's Corner. More Milwaukee Wave soccer coming up. You're watching MASL TV. Yes, sir. I know it's tough. good. I get it.
So that will do it for the first half. Thanks once again to Van McNeil and Coach Oliviero for the halftime interview there. And
Delicious.
we will take a break now and bring you back for more. This is Wave Soccer and MASL TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome tonight's prime time dance performance, Waukesha Extreme Dance Team.
I'm nervous. Milwaukee's landmark Art Deco Hotel is the official hotel of your Milwaukee Way. Beautifully renovated and seamlessly appointed with every modern comfort. We have present city's legendary fashion. Stay in the services stand or ranges all over home. Lunch and transfer to the hotel. Transfer Hotel, the official hotel of your Milwaukee Way.
That's about $100 off a complete pair of frame and lenses. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
Brad, you are in trouble.
complete pair of frame and lenses. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
The goalkeeper coach. Wait, he's related to
Abraham is proud to sponsor the 2021-2022 Milwaukee Wave soccer season. UP Abraham has been happy to support the Milwaukee Wave and the local soccer community for many years. Visit our promotional booth at select home games to get free UP Abraham swag. For more information on Wave games, contests with free tickets, and other upcoming events in the community, visit UP.com.
He's like one of the few bright spots of Detroit sports, not just Red Wings. Hard for me to follow any Detroit sports.
Yeah, which one? The PA one. Yeah, there we go. Then what else? When do you guys want to go back? Right at once again? When do you guys want to go back now?
Come back like a 30 seconds.
But yeah, when the Red Wings got knocked out or didn't make the playoff and broke that streak, it made it hard for me to follow any Detroit sports for a while because nobody was good.
Yeah, I've always been tough going there for a while.
Yeah, I mean, between Lions, Tigers, and Pistons.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. They moved to the new arena downtown.
Yep, Little Caesars.
And with Pistons until Red Wings this year, they both won this year.
Yeah.
That place hasn't been bringing work on the field.
Yeah, none of it's been the same. Yeah.
And we are back here at the Panther Arena in downtown Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Wave Soccer on MASL TV. The Wave and the Kansas City Comets today. Tom Wynn along with Wave forward Javi Steinwasser bringing you the action here today. And a 3-3 tie, Javi, going into the second half. Wave had the momentum early, scoring the first 3 goals of the game in the first period. But obviously Kansas City is a very formidable opponent. There's a reason why they're undefeated coming in today's game at 4-0. The Wave still looking for its first victory at 0-2 and 1 overtime loss. And so, it was unlikely that we were going to be able to shut out Kansas City today. They are the highest scoring team in the league, and they bounced back to score 3 goals in the second period and tie it up. But still, lots of reasons for optimism for the Wave. And if they can just get this next goal, maybe they can build on that momentum here in the second half.
Yeah, of course. Coach Giuliano said going into halftime that it's a game of momentum. Yeah, in the first quarter, Milwaukee carried most of that momentum. Went up 3 goals early, and then going into the second quarter, KC was able to turn it up, shift the momentum of the game slowly, 1 goal at a time. And going into halftime, I'm sure both coaches were talking about how they can get on that front foot again and try and swing the game back into their favor.
Wave will have the possession right now. Milwaukee in the black and gold uniforms going left to right as we look at the action here in the third quarter. There's Andre hanging in the corner, trying to knock it to the middle. Andre had the first 2 goals for the Wave. In today's contest, Mario Alvarez battling at midfield against Lucas Sousa. Wave able to get it back now. Hain turns, fires off the inboard, and Nicola Neto is there to make the stop. One other game also taking place this afternoon. That's in St. Louis, where the Dallas Sidekicks now lead the ambush 5-2. Shot just up over the crossbar by Rian Marquez. And Marquez, who had a goal in the first half, almost able to get another one. He had 2 goals against Milwaukee in the 10-4 Kansas City victory on Wednesday night in KC. That one going to bounce out of play, so it'll be the Kansas City possession over there. Nice crowd here today. The Waves' annual New Year's Eve Day special, and it turned out to be the home opener this year. The latest home opener in Wave history. And everybody's seen a great game here so far. Most of them hoping the Wave can somehow prevail at the end of this one. But I think we've got a few Kansas City fans here today as well. So great atmosphere here for today's game. Neto able to clear that one away from a charging Kyle Crane. Now Lewis at midfield. Good job as Pachar was able to dispossess him. It comes to the near side. That's Pachar. That was actually Diego Bobadilla. Takeaway. Pisani on the near wing. Marquez battling with Alex Bradley. They've had Alex marking up on him quite a bit today, and he's done a nice job against him as Rian Marquez launches into the crowd. Marquez playing his first game the other night for the Comets against the Wave, his first game this season. He had appeared in a previous exhibition game and had 4 goals. In an exhibition game against Wichita Wings, as that one hammered into one bounce, but no problem for Augie Ray to make the save there. Ray making his starting debut for the Wave today, taking away midfield. Here's McClacken. Tried to slip it to his right, but pass knocked down. De Silva along the boards. De Silva and McClacken each with a goal today for KC, along with Rian Marquez. Now Ray Lee plays it off, driven across. Oh, at the post! And unlucky for Mike De Silva off the beautiful cross. And we are going to have a yellow card issued to KC. I believe the Comets are going to get called for another delay of game for kicking the ball after the whistle.
It looks like it. You would think that they'd learn their lesson after the first couple warnings, but I get it though. Sometimes you get caught up in the heat of the moment in the game, a little bit of frustration, and this that can be one of the consequences.
Rich Grady and Graham Florence are officials for today's game. Rich, of course, a longtime veteran official in this league. And Graham Florence has been around now for a while. Done a pretty good job to control his matches, as we talked about, Javi, and we got a blue card coming out, and I think they might be getting Stuart Grable right here. One more time in the Wisconsin Vision instant replay. Well, he did grab some shirt of Marquez, but that's after Rian steamrolled them there against the boards. And well, it's a lot of times the officials, whatever they see last, and the last thing they saw was Stuart Grable tugging on the jersey of Rian Marquez, and a power play for KC now at 2:54 of the third period. Third penalty of the contest, second against the Wave. Well, the Wave was able to kill off a Kansas City power play in the first half. Let's see if they can do it again here in the third. Little carpet came up there as the Comets tracked it down. Here's Lucas Sousa working out high, gets around LSO. Good step up there behind. For Milwaukee to take it away. And ahead to Bennett for the shorthand bid, but Kansas City able to take it back. And driven up into the stands, that time by Togba. So KC now 7 for 14 on the man advantage this year. The Wave has killed off 3 of 8. And again, this would be another huge penalty kill if they can hold off the Comets here. Grable in the box for holding at 2:06. Wave was 1 for 1 on its only power play opportunity. There's a ball launched downfield. Andre Hain trying to see if he could catch the keeper, Neto, cheating up. Still plenty of time on this power play for KC. They've got 35 seconds with a man advantage. Gibson, Sosa in the middle. Marquez, good save there by Augie Ray. And Sagba following in from the far wing, up and over. Check it out one more time. Nice save there by Augie Ray in the middle on a little redirection from Marquez. Again, Riyad Marquez, big guy, takes up a lot of space. Similar to, I got to imagine, Javi, when they're trying to mark up against Andre Hain, you get a big body presence up there. Sometimes it's kind of hard to look around and see where the ball is coming in from.
Oh, yeah. Andre, I think he's the biggest, tallest guy on the team. Not only has he got the size, though, he's got unreal feet to go with it, making it even more difficult to try and defend him.
Ray firing long for Ian Bennett as the penalty just about to expire here. So Milwaukee kills it off, but KC still has it. Sosa coming in with a shot just wide. Grable has it as he came out of the box, plays it up ahead for Bennett. Ian trying to cut in, lays it off far side. Grable shot a goal! Oh! Stewart out of the box. Plays the long 1-2 with Bennett, and he scores. And Milwaukee takes the lead 4-3.
At the start of the quarter, we were talking about who can go out and grab the momentum, and the power play kill from Milwaukee, then to come out and score right after it. This has got to be going in their favor now. The thing is, they got to go back to trying to press KC. I don't think that they're going to want to sit off and absorb pressure anymore. They just did it for 2 minutes, killing the penalty. Now they got to go out on the front foot, get back in KC's face, and see if they can go up by another.
Stuart Grable with his first of the year at 5:09. Ian Bennett with his third assist, his third for the game, and I believe, Javi, I'd have to double check, but we may be seeing a historical playmaking performance for Ian Bennett with 3 assists in one game. He may have had another game with 3 assists in his career, but that would have been it. He is a goal-scoring machine, but not exactly a high-volume playmaker, but he's got 3 assists today. That was a great ball across to Grable. Foul going to be called here.
We all know Ian as a goal scorer. Look at the last 3 games. He's been the guy who's been able to find the back of the net each time.
No question about it.
When we're in training, we talk about the runs to make when everybody's on the ball. Ian is one of those guys, when he gets it, we know we got to get to the back post because that's where he's going with it. Whether it's the pass or it's the shot, that's just what's going to happen. And Stu knew exactly where it was going after he gave the ball to Ian. It looks like we got something going on here.
Yeah, Mike De Silva going to go to the box, and I believe he might have been slapped with another 5 minutes for dissent after that. And so not going to cost the Comets a man on the field. No power play for Milwaukee, but they'll be without Mike De Silva for a while. De Silva has certainly been one of the more active players today. Talking about Ian Bennett, today is Ian's 227th regular season game for the Wave. He has 364 goals, which places him second all-time on the team list. Michael King, who scored 536 in 522 regular season games, is the all-time goal leader. Marquez turns and ships one up into the stands. Goal throw for Milwaukee. But Ian only 93 assists to go along with his 364 goals. And he's picked up 3 of those today. Actually, give him 96 now. So he is getting close to that 100 career assist milestone, which is pretty significant, whether you're regarded as a great playmaker or not. Marcio coming up. Ball deflects up into the stands. Speaking of Marcio, 206, make that 212 assists in nearly 200 games in his Wave career. Had an assist earlier today. He's got 6 on the year. Four, 3 Milwaukee as we approach the midway part of the third period. Bobadilla trying to step into midfield, but the Comets keep going. Gibson, the player coach, moves it across. Now they'll swing it around to John Sosa. Sends it in, deflected out of play by Troy Turner, and again, they're not saying deflection, they're saying clearance without it touching turf, glass, or boards. Top the arc restart. Well, it did hit the retaining net, but that doesn't count, as ball is played in and the Wave able to deny them for now. Better restart defense today, Javi, I think, from the Wave so far.
I think it's been a better defensive game all around. And as I say that,
Nacho puts one off the frame, but at least up to this point, I think compared to the other night in Kansas City, yeah, better defensive game for Milwaukee, and they're going to have to defend another top of the arc restart here. You see Nacho putting one right off the frame behind Augie Ray. And we got a timeout, so we'll take a break with 7:39 left to go in the third quarter. It's Milwaukee 4, Kansas City 3. This is Wave Soccer on MASL TV.
Abraham is proud to sponsor the 2021-2022 Milwaukee Wave soccer season. Hupy and Abraham has been happy to support the Milwaukee Wave and the local soccer community for many years. Visit our promotional booth at select home games to get free Hupy and Abraham swag. For more information on Wave games, contests for free tickets, and other upcoming events in the community, visit hupy.com.
For 3, Milwaukee leads it over the Kansas City Comets as we have 7:39 left to go, third period. Tom went along with Wave forward Javi Steinwasser, bringing you the action here today. Comets with the restart, top of the arc, and a nice job by Milwaukee to break that one up. Game was tied 3-3 at halftime. Wave opened up the scoring here in the third quarter on a goal by Stuart Grable, his first of the year, from Ian Bennett, getting his third assist. Ian has had a lot of hat tricks in his career, especially against the Comets. 12 hat tricks to be sure against the Comets in his professional career, as Andre Hain called for the foul, knocking down John Sosa. But Ian Bennett with a hat trick of assists against the Comets today. As we take a look at the replay of that one, and you see Andre was not happy with the call, but it did appear that Johnny Sosa had the angle there. Chips over the top. Header by Lewis to the middle. Header in the middle is up high by Gibson. What nice work by the Comets to create that opportunity, but couldn't quite finish it off. Good double team there in the corner. Leite trying to clear it up along the board to LSO, but the Comets are able to retain the possession as Marquez gets it back in midfield. Wave outshot the Comets 17-11 22-11 in the first half. Comets with a 5-1 edge thus far here in the third. Gibson, great shot through the legs of Hain. Foul was called, and now as they run back field, Gibson got knocked down. And, oh my goodness, are they going to pull the card on Andre Hain here?
Yeah, it looks like he got the blue card there. Gibson
gave it the old flop down like you see in basketball where a guy off the ball and he got the call, and you can see Hain is extremely frustrated. And for you lip readers out there, there's no need to translate at home. Gibson and give Andre Hain an extra 5 for misconduct. Well, I don't blame Andre for being disappointed with the call. But again, you got to keep your head in these games. That's a big loss for Milwaukee for the last 5 minutes. So it's going to be Haynes for charging at 8:23. That's an appropriate call, just like you'd have charging in basketball. Though charging in basketball, you got to have the ball. This was off the ball. An obstruction by Leo Gibson, and he drew the call for charging. Wiley veteran gets the call. Kansas City's now in the power play. 4th penalty of the game, 3rd against the Wave. 3rd power play for the Comets. They are still looking for their first power play goal. Sosa with it out front. He's out there with Lee. Gibson. It's like the Silva and Sousa. Another Togba coming across with the shot. Partially blocked. To the corner. Sousa trying to send to the middle. Marcio will clear downfield. Well done by the Wave to kill off the first 40 seconds of this power play. Sousa, he'll crank one up. Can't find the back of the net. Rebound comes out. They move it across. And in the middle, Lee and Bennett. Togba now will keep it alive as Togba may have caught a foot across the midsection there, but hopefully going to be okay as he stays in there. Sousa. Comets still with 40 seconds man advantage. Touched it off. Sousa got in the right foot, shot the goal. What a nice move there by Lucas Sousa as he took the pass from Ray Lee and deposits it in the back of net to tie it up. Power play goal for the Comets at 9:48 of the 3rd period. Check it out one more time. Nice finish as he was able to get around LSO. I don't know if he got all of that one, but it was, oh, I see.
Looks like a deflection.
Yep,
yeah.
Yep. It looked a little bit weird coming in there, and the deflection just enough to get it past Augie Ray. And we're back to even at 4 apiece. Now takeaway here. James coming through, but he's shot off the mark. Augie Ray scrambles out to kick it away. Wave still trying to get it, as Matt Lewis was also involved trying to win the ball for KC. Well, one significant loss for the Comets today. Kevin Ellens had a hat trick the other night in Kansas City, not available for duty today. So obviously, not an easy guy to replace. But again, Milwaukee has had to play this whole season without a bunch of key players. So that's just the way it goes sometimes. Like we said before, nobody's going to feel sorry for you. Into the corner, Mikey Herrero with it. Touched away by Marquez. Tried to draw the foul, not going to get it. It has been a physical game today, but not surprising when these two teams get together. Herrera Trying to work his way out of the corner. Wave hanging out of the possession for a while here. They move to double team Marcials. He fires a shot and saves Neto. Rebound, follow, top of the area. And Bobadilla's attempt is up high. And goalkeeper distribution from Nicola Neto and the Comets as we take a look at it one more time. Solid save there by Neto. And Bobadilla in the right position. Ball just hopped up a little high on him that time. Wave getting it back after KC put it in play. Here's Nacho Flores. Ignacio Flores. Call him Nacho. Bradley puts it in the stands, but he banged it off the glass. So the Comets will have to kick it in from where it went out of bounds. Obviously the glass is still down on the sides here at Panther Arena. Up to midfield, nice touch there, Bradley, as they move it up ahead. And couldn't make the connection on the touch across from Gordy Gerson. Gordy had the right idea, but just couldn't execute it the way he wanted to. Gerson, the veteran forward, in his first year with the Wave. Oh, what a shot on the far side. Big time strike over there. And the Comets have taken the lead as Kyle McLagan with his second of the afternoon. Well, you can't strike him much better than that, Javi.
No, that's clinical. I don't know if Augie Ray was expecting it right away, but he hits that so pure. He goes high front post. That's what you're taught to do when you're down in the corner. If you're not going to bang it off the board or try and slot it to the back post, as a striker, you should be trying to go high front post in that position.
We'll have to double check on the assist, but that was a big time strike by McLagan. Gets his second of the afternoon, his third of the season. And for the first time today, the Comets have taken the lead. 5-4 KC. Foul called against the Comets.
There's another good example of Kyle being able to hold off two guys there and knowing how to use his size and his body to keep the ball and win a foul.
Now Leite up high, tries to drive one across. He's looking to see if he can catch Troy Turner at the back post. Could get it. LSO will keep it in. LSO will fire one off the inboard. And the Comets are going to be able to clear it out. Tagba and Turner. And Tagba is still coming. It's 2-on-2 with Tasani. LSO able to get it back. Look at Luan pushing forward. He's grabbed from behind. Wow. And I think he's fortunate he didn't get it 2 minutes there. Boy, great effort though by Luan, as he backtracked all the way back downfield to get it. Right in front of the Wave bench. And again, they were a bit dismayed there wasn't a card pulled out, but play on as the Comets control now. Coming down the stretch here in the third period. Steal as Alvarez trying to put one toward the empty net with the keeper Neto coming out after him.
And it looks like Mario's going to draw the blue card out of the goalkeeper there.
So, kind of a late call, but seemed like a legitimate one.
That's a perfect example of something we've been working on in practice, and like I said at the beginning of the game, getting on the front foot defensively with our pressure. We saw that Mario read it. He went and got up in the KC player's face, wins the ball, and he's in one-on-one with the goalkeeper. I think Neto did a great job cutting his angle off because of where Mario ended up playing his shot. But comes through, looks like he gets Mario a little bit and draws the blue card.
Wasn't sure we might see a shootout on this one, but it will be just a regular power play for Milwaukee now. Casey's going to have to send somebody over. It looks like Sousa will serve the penalty for the keeper, Neto. So since keepers don't have to serve their own penalties in the MASL, Neto will be able to stay out there as he's called for tripping at 14:05. Wave on the power play. Second time tonight. Second penalty against KC, the 5th of the contest. That's penalties that resulted in a power play. I think we've had a couple other dissents. I'm not counting on that log. Alvarez fires one in. Gibson there to block it in front of the keeper. KC wanted to call for a high boot there. Not going to get it. Milwaukee doesn't score in this period. Power play will carry over to the start of the 4th period. Wave trying to get the tying goal. Sent across. LSO, boxing shot, save made by Neto. LSO didn't quite get all of that one. And the ball eventually trickled into the Wave bench. 6 seconds left in the period, a minute 11 on the power play. Sent in Bradley with a back heel redirection, and Neto makes the save, and that'll do it for the 3rd period. So the Wave will still have a minute 5 with the power play to try to come back and tie this thing up as we start the 4th. One more look at that. Nice save there by Neto to stop LSO. And as we go to the 4th, it's Kansas City 5, Milwaukee 4. This is Wave Soccer on MASL TV.
Ask about $100 off a complete pair, frame and lenses. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
UP Abraham is proud to sponsor the 2021-2022 Milwaukee Wave soccer season. UP Abraham has been happy to support the Milwaukee Wave and the local soccer community for many years. Visit our promotional booth at select home games to get free UP Abraham swag. For more information on Wave games, contests for free tickets, and other upcoming events in the community, visit hupi.com.
We treat elite athletes exactly like we treat you. Midwest Orthopedic Specialty Hospital.
All right, we come to the fourth period here at Milwaukee Panther Arena in the Brew City, downtown Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Augie Ray, Nicola Neto, the respective goalkeepers for the Wave and Comets. 5-4, Comets lead it. Wave will still be on the power play for up to 1:05 to start this period. Here's Gordy Gerson behind the Wave bench. Checking with assistant coach Tenzin Rampa, who chats things over a bit with some of the other players next to coach Giuliano Oliviero. There's Van McNeil, the one and only Van the Man McNeil, public address announcer here at Panther Arena. And Van is shaking it here on New Year's Eve day. Well, Javi, first of all, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too.
Hopefully the Wave can get a comeback victory here in the fourth period. We'll have a little more incentive for celebration, but nonetheless, just thankful we're here and enjoying the game here today. I think a lot of the fans have as well. Would be huge if the Wave could tally on this power play and tie this thing up. And here they come. Milwaukee in the dark uniforms, moving it right to left as we look at the action. Ian Bennett still without a goal today, the league's third leading goal scorer, one of the all-time leading goal scorers in the history of this league, but he has 3 assists. Alex Bradley off the inboard. Bennett
and there it is.
Shot on goal!
Just talking about how Ian's been quiet, or not quiet. He has 3 assists and now his goal. But we were just talking about how he's been missing that. He's just now got it. He is pure quality in every aspect of his game.
One more time on the Wisconsin Vision instant replay. Bradley off the end board. Boy, what a touch there by Ian. Nice ball by Alex as he put it off there at the exact angle he needed to get Ian for the one touch coming across. Bennett's 8th of the season. That ties him with his rival from the Kansas City Comets, Leo Gibson, who also has 8 for second place in the league scoring derby. Ontario's Frank Tiu with 9, the king of the Ontario Fury, with 9 goals to lead the league. And back to even at 5 apiece. Wave with a couple of power play goals today. 2 for 2 on the power play, 4 for 4 in the year. Nothing wrong with our power play, Javi, that's for sure.
I don't think that's one of the games that needs too much work at the moment. 100% conversion rate sounds pretty good to me.
Stuart Grable call for the foul. And free kick coming for the Comets. John Sosa on the ball. Lays it across. Togba challenged by LSO. Got it on the left foot, fired it just high. Ray Lee trying to keep it alive. And Wave comes out of there. Ray Lee looked like he inadvertently took an elbow in the side there as he's still trying to catch his breath down there. Ball sent into Lee. Turning shot. Boy, it's amazing how quickly he recovered when the pass came right to him at the top of the box. But now he's jogging a bit gingerly off here to the side. Long throw ahead. Kyle Crane with a turning left foot shot just wide. And back we come. Pace is already picking it up here in the start of the fourth period. James Le shot, kick save, rebound. Follow another save by Neto as he stopped Gibson right in the middle of the box. That doesn't happen too often. Now 2-on-2 with Crane. Kyle moving it upfield that time with Mario Alvarez. Goes the corner and tied up. We're going to have a drop ball, I believe. Crane, Sosa, James all mucking for it. We'll do it again. And eventually Kyle Crane called for the foul. Boy, you look at that guy. He has got a great body to work with. in indoor soccer, football, basketball, you name the sport. Wave has tied it up on the power play goal by Ian Bennett from Alex Bradley, 23 seconds into this period. Another good one today between the Wave and the Comets. Milwaukee trying to even the season series at 1 game apiece. Prior to as Gibson shot, just missing. Deflect off the back of Augie Ray, but the Wave clears. Bobadilla at midfield, but a nice tackle there by John Sosa. Flores fires just wide. Gibson couldn't get the rebound. Rebound follow, Androros. And that one just off the mark. McQuacken, who's got a pair of goals, gets it back. Lays it off for the player coach Gibson, now Sosa. To Sousa. But blocked by Matty Yang on the shot out high. It comes free off the end board, little touch to the middle, and a miss it there. I think it was Tazzani. Oh, lucky for the Wave as that one bounced up just enough that he could not redirect it toward the goal. Well, not with much on it, and then gave a chance for Augie Ray to get back and cover it up. Looked like a sure goal was going to be scored there by the Comets.
I think that's an opportunity KC is going to want back.
There's a shot and a goal as Lucas Sousa bags his second of the day before a crowd of more than 4,000 here at Panther Arena, and the Comets take the lead 6-5. 42-47 the official crowd here today. Sousa converts at 3:58 of the fourth quarter. And for Lucas, his second of the day, 6th of the season. We'll see who gets the assist, but the most important thing is it puts the Comets back in the lead at 6-5. Still a ways to go in this one, 10:42 remaining. De Silva and Bradley battling for it. Alex comes out with it. Augie Ray trying to clear the midfield, but the Comets keep possession. Augie Ray getting the start today after Matt Perella had started the first 3 games in the nets for the Wave this year. And again, he's done a nice job here for Milwaukee, but Kansas City is a redoubtable force on the attacking end. You know, a lot of guys that can score a goal, and they just keep constant pressure on you defensively. Foul going to be called as Ian Bennett drew the foul that time. And another delay of game penalty coming up against the Comets. Well, it's not like they haven't been warned before. They've already taken 1 delay of game penalty in the first period. A misconduct delay of game. In other words, didn't cost them a man on the field as far as a power play is concerned. But you see Ray Lee there. Going to put the mask on and hang out in the box for 5 minutes. And tough player to lose for 5 minutes plus this stage of the game. Deflected out of bounds. And Kansas City thought it deflected off Kyle Crane. And the officials are going to say it was off the Comets, and it's going to be top of the arc restart. I'm not sure Nicola Neto, the goalkeeper, believing it, but Milwaukee is going to get a great chance now for a potential game time opportunity right here. All right, here's Marcio. Ready to trigger as they back up the defensive wall for the Comets. He's got Hain at the near post, Bradley at the far post. And he puts it in for Andre Hain, but he couldn't quite turn it in. Andeto's trying to come out of there with it, take it away. Marcio, he's tripped out, and Matty Lewis getting called for the foul. There you get a look at the former Fordham Ram. Leite ready to put it in as they will back up Leon Marquez. LSO dumps it to the corner, but Sosa is there, turning. Clears out of the zone. Nicely done there by Johnny Sosa. Augie Ray will come out to get it. And Leite will bring it up. Very methodical pace this right here by Marcio. Alvarez trying to get in for Hain, but it rolls through. Sosa was screening out Andre there. Oh, great to see Andre get back in the lineup today. He's got a couple of goals for Milwaukee. Scored the first two. De Silva coming in. Just missing there. Pisani with a sliding tackle. Took it away from Bradley. Bennett tracking back. So you get the ball from Milwaukee. Ian Bennett, 38 years young. Now past the midfield, deflected away. Comets trying to come back 3-on-2. Pisani with a shot up and over. Well, let me ask you, Javi Steinwasser, if you didn't know Ian Bennett was 38, would you have any idea the guy is even close to that age?
When I first met him in preseason, I knew he was a bit older. Because he's the face of the program, or not program, the club here. And with that being said, I did not expect him to be 38 years old, given the shape that he's in and the standards and expectations that he holds himself to.
It is really incredible. I mean, almost a freak of nature, the young man from Hamilton, Ontario. Now, I say young man relative to me, certainly, maybe not compared to you, but to me he certainly is. And just amazing. He's like 38 going on 28. The league's MVP from a year ago when he was on loan to the Florida Tropics. Ian Bennett. Comets started back upfield, and they have not been overly pursuing the play downfield, I've noticed, since taking the lead. Still got some time in this game here, 7.5 minutes to go, but KC looks like they are under orders now not to specifically chase downfield. Make sure they keep their shape defensively. That one is going to be popped up into the stands. We'll go to the wave. So we've got our media timeout coming. 7:19 to go as player coach Leo Gibson shaking up a bit for the Comets. That would be a tough loss for Kansas City. Anyway, we will take a break and come back. It's the Comets 6, the Wave 5. This is Wave Soccer on MASL TV.
QB and Abraham is proud to sponsor the 2021-2022 Milwaukee Wave soccer season. QB and Abraham has been happy to support the Milwaukee Wave and the local soccer community for many years. Visit our promotional booth at select home games to get free QB and Abraham swag. For more information on Wave games, contests for free tickets, and other upcoming events in the community, visit hupie.com.
All right, coming down the stretch here in Milwaukee, 6-5. The Kansas City Comets leading the Milwaukee Wave. Tom went along with Javi Steinwasser, and Wave will have the possession going right to left. Wave trying to see if they can get the tying goal and then somehow find a way to maybe pull this one out here on New Year's Eve day. Still looking for their first win of the season in this, their fourth outing of the year. Kansas City looking to stay unblemished. 4-0 in their 4 previous matches coming into today's game. Well, we were looking forward to a great game today. We've certainly had one. No question about that. And most of the time when these teams get together, that's what you've gotten over the year. Bradley tried to lay it off to his right. Deflected away out of bounds. LSO will put it in. There you get a look at LSO, the soon-to-be 34-year-old. Bradley cuts it off. Bradley, originally from Great Britain, played his college soccer at Loras College in Dubuque, Iowa. Now in his 3rd season with the Wave. Here's Grable. Stewart's got his first goal of the season. Off the inboard. Bennett trying to get it. Here comes Alvarez. Shot save made by Neto. Good strike there by Mario. But Neto in good position to make the save. A goal by Stuart Grable, by the way. His 13th in his 6 seasons with the Wave. That's spanning a total of 92 games for Stewie. But he has just been a stalwart player for Milwaukee on both ends. Here's Kyle Crane. Kyle, who had 2 goals the other night against the Comets, hasn't had a lot of opportunities so far here today. Nearly scored one in the first half. Again, playing in just his 2nd game for the Wave. Kyle originally from Fort Collins, Colorado, but has been in the Milwaukee North Shore area for most of this past decade. Troy Turner, nice little touch as Matty Yang was running through, and it was deflected out, but it's going to be a goalkeeper distribution for the Comets. The other game going on in St. Louis, and the Dallas Sidekicks putting it to the ambush 8-3, much to the dismay of the home crowd there at Family Arena. Sidekicks. Oh, it's a turning shot. Save by Augie Ray. That one hit him right in the side of the head, but made the play. Now Sousa takeaway. Center to the middle, Andre Hain able to reflect away. Boy, Augie had to feel that one, but literally using his head for a potential game-saving save for the Wave, and now he's shaken up. And boy, no doubt, Javi, he took that one full force.
They say being a goalkeeper, you got to be different. You're standing in front of people, kicking a ball as hard as they can at you, and you're putting your body in the way. That's what goalkeepers do. That's what Augie's just done here. He knows he's got to make the save. I don't think he meant for it to be with his face, but unfortunately that's part of the job, and he does well to keep the ball out there.
Right off the foot of Rian Marquez. I would certainly hate to be on the receiving end of that. And yeah, you're right. You do have to be a little bit crazy to be a goalkeeper. Not that they're crazy guys. Most of the guys, most goalkeepers I know are actually some of the nicest, smartest guys you're going to meet off the field. But boy, I'll tell you, you do have to be a little bit crazy to be a goalkeeper. Great play there by Augie, and keeps us at just a 1-goal deficit. And hopefully he can hang in there for the rest of this match. All right, so the Wave will take it now. So the Dallas Sidekicks will have 2 straight wins coming in on Sunday. Kyle Crane with a shot. Save made. And Neto cleared the rebound right into Crane as Kyle looks like he's shaken up a bit. As the Comets come up, Kyle's still trying to get his bearings, and now the officials are going to stop it. So now Kyle Crane shaking up the other way. Boys, great initial play by Kyle to get the shot off, force Neto to have to make a good save. Let's look at it one more time. With the defender there, and they might have hurt his leg or ankle after the rebound had already come out. And again, they're checking him out down on the field. So, Sidekicks will be here Sunday afternoon, 1 o'clock. Should be another great match on tap for the Wave, as they will play their division rival, the Dallas Sidekicks, for the first time this year. Dallas, led by former Wave player Ricardinho, appointed as the head coach this past week. And they also picked up Cameron Brown, Jamie Lovegrove. Brown had been, I don't know if you want to say he was retired, but he was just hanging out in the Dallas area. They signed him. He's been a legendary player for them over the years. You see Kyle coming off and hopefully going to be okay. And then Jamie Lovegrove started the year with San Diego. But he'll be back in the Dallas uniform. And instant success for the Sidekicks, back-to-back wins over the Ambush since making the coaching change. Another former Wave player, Pablo Da Silva, started out as the head coach. You see Lakeview got hauled down there. And the Sidekicks went 0-3, and they dumped Pablo, brought in Ricardinho. Good run that time by LSO. But got cut off. Bradley at midfield. And we've got a penalty coming up against Lucas Souza. Challenge with Bradley. Alex taking a knock there, but hopefully okay. And the Wave is going to go on the power play for the 3rd time today. Let's take it one more time to Wisconsin Vision Instant Replay. He just got his left foot there. So the Wave with the man advantage now with 4 minutes left to go. Neto, the goalkeeper, slides out to clear it away from Bradley. Leite will track it down at midfield. Time of the penalty at 11 minutes. Wave 2 for 2 with the man advantage. Can they go 3 for 3 and get the game-tying goal? Gibson, Bradley, Tagla. Wave able to fish it out of there. Now Leite, Bennett. Here's Alvarez. Bradley and LSO, the other members of the power play unit, shot in, snapped by Neto, and he's going to take a time. So the KC keeper will take a time. We'll keep it right here with 3:13 left to go in the contest. 1:13 on the power play for Milwaukee. After Lucas Sousa went to the box for tripping. Well, Javi, it's been a great game here today. And obviously, most of the fans here are hoping somehow the Wave can find another goal to at least tie this thing up.
Well, we've been super successful on the power play. So if they can keep that going in the next minute and 13 seconds, I think we might have an OT contest on our hands.
Now, why not a little bit of extra soccer entertainment here on New Year's Eve day? That'd be kind of fun. So we will take a break and come back with more. This is Wave Soccer on MASL TV. All right, you see it all right there. 3:13 to go in the game. 113 on the penalty to Kansas City. And the Comets leading the Wave 6-5. Matt Lewis in the corner. Boy, doing a great job there to fend off a couple of defenders, but Andre Hayne eventually took it away. Here comes Milwaukee. LSO trying to work his way top of the area, was knocked down, and they play on. And then, boy, LSO, I'll tell you, he was lucky he wasn't called for a trip on the follow through there. So I guess the non-calls evened up. Mario Alvarez on as a sixth attacker. It's super power play time for Milwaukee. Looking to find that tying goal here with 2.5 to go. Bradley, Alvarez, Mario thinking about it. Goes to the corner. Now LSO trying to work top of the area. So in essence, a two-man advantage for the Wave. Still for 15 seconds. And knocked away. Foul called. And I think Milwaukee might be fortunate that Marcio didn't get 2 minutes there. Take a look one more time. As Tonga was coming up and Marcio took him down. Now, actually, Marcio was still trying to play the ball there, so good leave in the pocket there for any potential blue card, as Kansas City bench was yelling for one. But KC will get the possession, and only 11 seconds left on the penalty to Sousa. So that's going to just about do it for the power play for the Wave. Rion Marquez in the corner. Bradley and Grable down there trying to dig it out, and foul going to be called. There's Sousa ready to come out of the penalty box in just 3 seconds. And Marquez did get called for the foul. Well, Wave quickly trying to push it upfield as Sousa comes out of the penalty box. Comets get it out of the zone. Bradley will head it to the near side. But Milwaukee will regain the possession. They had stuck the goalkeeper Augie Ray back in there in the meantime. Dumps it downfield looking for Bennett. Headed onto the corner, Neto and Bennett. And Neto, good job to fend off Bennett, plays it up ahead. Sosa walking in, shot just wide. Sousa at midfield, challenged by LSO and Haynes. Sousa comes away with it. Drops it off. Sosa. Sousa and Sosa. Pretty good combination. Oh, man. And here comes a penalty against the Wave as LSO wipes out Pogba out at midfield. Hopefully both guys are okay, but that will be 2 minutes against LSO. Oof. And that was a solid leg-to-leg collision there. So the Wave is going to have to play the rest of this thing shorthanded on the tripping penalty to Luan Salas Oliveira at 13:50. Comets leading 6-5, and with the man advantage, and obviously they don't really have to look to score. They can just try and kill off the time. And the Wave has got a chase. Thought they might come back with the extra attacker Alvarez before they resume play, but they leave the keeper Augie Ray in there. Less than 40 seconds ago now. And the Comets just that far away from staying undefeated. They would be 5-0. Wave would drop to 0-3 with one overtime loss. And KC just content to knock it around, use up the time, and not really much the Wave can do here. And the Kansas City Comets are just going to run out the clock here. And that will do it. The Kansas City Comets come to Panther Arena and spoil the Wave's home opener. And they make it back-to-back wins over the Wave this week. Final score, Kansas City 6, Milwaukee 5. We will leave it right here for now. So we will hang in here until our post-game interview. Our player of the game, I believe, is going to be Andre Hain, who scored a couple of goals. Well, Javi, great to have Andre Hain back in the lineup. He scores the first 2 goals today, so great to see him back. And Milwaukee actually had a 3-0 lead at the end of the first period. But, boy, I'll tell you, this Comets team is tough. They just keep coming at you. They really put the pressure on their opponents. And got to give them credit for another big comeback victory here today.
Yeah, that's why they're undefeated. They went down 3 goals, but it looks like they stuck to their game plan. They knew what they had to do, and they just slowly crawled their way back into the game. And at the end of it, they were able to take the lead. And once they got there, they just kept pressing on, doing their jobs, taking care of their roles and responsibilities. And I think they just did their roles and responsibilities better than Milwaukee did today.
Well, they made the plays when they had to, and I guess in any sport, that's really the bottom line. What did you think of Augie Ray's performance today?
I thought Augie was good. Maybe a couple question marks, but for the most part, in his first game, I thought he did really well.
All right, let's send it down to Van McNeil. Okay. Thanks, Van. Thanks, Andre. Comets at 5-0, 3-0 on the road this year. They will be in Dallas to play the Sidekicks this upcoming Saturday. This is actually the first of a 4-game road trip for Kansas City. They will not be back home until they host Tacoma in the game at the arena downtown in Kansas City coming up on January 22nd. So that'll be a big one. Make sure you fans in Kansas City or anybody else wants to go to that game, get your tickets for that one. That is going to be a big crowd downtown KC on the 22nd when the Comets play their next home game against the Tacoma Stars. And very good team in Kansas City this year, no doubt. The Wave will get ready to play the Dallas Sidekicks on Sunday, 2 days from now. 1 o'clock game time. Go to MilwaukeeWave.com for tickets. And by the way, we want to remind the fans coming out here, Wave, of course, will have their traditional autograph session after the games, but you do need to wear a mask if you go on the field in order to get autographs from players like Javi Steinwasser and all the rest of the Milwaukee Wave players down there. So make sure to bring your mask for the post-game autograph session. So, well, Javi, hopefully we can come back Sunday and do the business, but it was great to have you on board. I hope you enjoyed your your action here today. We may have to call on you again in the future, so it'd be a pleasure to have you if you get a chance.
Well, of course. Thank you for having me. I had a lot of fun today.
All right, so that will wrap it up from the Panther Arena today. Once again, our final score, the Kansas City Comets 6, the Milwaukee Wave 5. For Javi Steinwasser and the rest of our crew here at the Milwaukee Panther Arena, Tom Wynn wishing you a good one.